Two, testing 1 2. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see what's going on here. Let me open this up. It is working a little. Don't know why it's working that slow, but okay. Let's just see if we can't. Okay, there it is. It's coming in. There we go. Things are waking up slowly, but they're waking up. Testing 1 2. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and jump out here and see what we got moving today. So on this morning, I see XELB. I see ASTC, which is a lower, it's up 22%, but the volume is just too low. GIPR of 13%. And QCLS. So really none of the low floats that I'm seeing right now. XCLB, does it have catalyst or something? Says they're asking what is driving the surge. It says XELB saw its shares rise 66 percent to 288 during the after hours trading of Thursday after announcing a settlement agreement and equity transfer deal with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay, so they got a settlement. Let's see. Astrotech, they did their earnings on October. Oh my goodness, I'm saying October, September 25th. So that's just earnings. GIPR. All right. I'll just be looking around. QCLS. We'll see if it gets any kind of feed in here. But right now, ASTC and QCLS are meeting the price requirement that I kind of look for, being over $5. So one is up 16%, one is up 17%. I did take a trade yesterday, kind of recoup the losses from Wednesday. Wednesday was just a horrible day, man. It was so bad. I was like, man, come on, market. Got cooked. But yesterday I ended up jumping into BQ. BQ, we had seen it earlier in the week. I saw it during the intraday doing this thing down here at $12. And I hopped in here. $12 and it went on up to I was selling around 20 somewhere up in here. So 12 to 20. I didn't capture the whole move, but it did recoup the loss that I had from Monday, or not Monday, Wednesday, first day of the month. So I started off red, and then kind of recaptured some things on KN. I got in thinking it would curl in this gap fill, and it just continued to fade. Never did give any kind of curl. And this is on the 15 minute, but even on the 1 minute, I mean, it was just almost a straight line down. Just no curling at all. So I ended up having to get out of that one, but it was a bigger size loss. It got in there, chopped, and looked like it was going to curl for a minute and then just faded. But I was able to recover this one with the other trade here on BQ. So I got BQ was a nice move. I don't even know if it's in here yet. Nope, it's not even in here. So it hasn't populated its chart. It's a price chart. But I got $6.66 per share on this one. Got in at 12.12, got out at 18.78. Now, this was a crazy trade because I took the trade before a meeting, and I had to get out on my phone. So I was selling shares from TOS mobile app, and so I got in 72 shares. And when I looked at my phone and I saw it was up to 18 bucks, I was selling. I didn't even have the chart, so I was just selling. I was like, let me get on out of here. I made what I needed to make to get back green on the month. And so that's what I did. So that was it. But now I'm back green on the month, like 100 something bucks, and just looking for trades that make sense. Wednesday, I just shouldn't have taken the trade that I took. The catalyst didn't make sense on that day. And it was like, I was like, why would this be going up? And I got in still looking for the curl, and it just didn't happen. But it is what it is. Here today, back at it again. XELB going on down, but we still got AS. Whoa, it threw a little wick up there, didn't it? 791. It's up 26%. Then ACLS still floating around as well. Or QCLS. I'll watch both of these to see which one wants to develop, but I'm looking for things over 5, so these two meet that. All right, let's go look at the daily charts for these, starting with ASTC. ASTC daily chart, we got it closed at 481, had a point right here at 673. It went up to a high of 791. That's where that wick went up to, 791. So let's go ahead and mark this up. We had a peak daily level there. Whoops, what is that? Remove. Okay, peak daily level. And we had, let's see, any more obvious peak levels. Way up here, like 8 something. 814. I don't know why I just didn't duplicate. Duplicate. Bang, bang, just like that. And nothing else really obvious there. All right, let's go to, what was the other one? QCLS. This one, QC Technologies commences trading on NASDAQ under new ticker symbol QC Technologies, formerly TNF Pharmaceuticals, began trading under the new ticker symbol. Let's see. We're talking any money. Under new ticker symbol, light solvers, light speed, laser processing, all this stuff. Okay, all right. So not really talking about any money. Let's go see what these stocks actually are. So let's go to X for ASTC. Astro Corporation profile. All right, so it says Astro Corporation operates as a mass spectrometry company worldwide. It owns and licenses the intellectual property related to Astro mass spectrometer technology, a platform mass. Okay, I'm not gonna keep saying this word. All right, the company also develops mass spectrometer. Okay, all right. Infrastructure, security, correctional facilities, military bases. So this is kind of along the lines of government type deals. It's got hemp, cannabis in here as keywords. It's got a breath analysis tool to screen volatile organic compound meta metabolites found in a person's breath. Okay. They also have a mass spectrometer to detect soil, water, air contamination. Okay, it's pretty neat. It's been around since 1984, based out of Austin, Texas. So I'll definitely keep that one on a watch. Um, and then ASTC, what are you? I gotta use the restroom, man. Astrotex Corporation operates as a mass. Wait, no, this one I just looked at. No, QCLS. My bad. QCLS. Oi, oi, oi. About to have to run in a little bit. Let me see. Clinical stage pharmaceutical company headquarters. Okay, let me go use the restroom, man. I'll be right back. I can't. I can't. All right. Let me make sure I'm back on here. Yep, yep. All right. So, where we leave off? QC Technologies Inc., a clinical stage pharmaceutical company, focuses on developing and commercializing therapeutic platforms based on various therapeutic targets. The company develops some clinical stage small molecule that regulates the immunometabolic system to treat autoimmune disease, including sarcopenia, frailty, adverse effects of drugs used to treat diabetes and obesity, rheumatoid arthritis, and inflammatory bowel disease. Okay. So let's see. It has been around since 2025 and September. No, it's changed its name. So the company was formerly known as TNF Pharmaceuticals Inc. and changed its name to QC Technologies in September 2025. The company was founded in 2014 and is headquartered in New York, New York. Okay, jump back over here, see what we got going. So yeah, neither one of them is making moves outward yet. I don't know if they will, but they really do need some more volume here. Top volume right now is XELB. I want to see something start to compete against that. GIPR. So what is the most bullish looking stock as of now? TOBX. Okay, so this one, QCLS, this is the therapeutics and obesity one. So right now the point of controls on QCLS is at the 598 up to the or down to the 587 right now, just trading around this area. I'm gonna mark that up. That is not right. 587 down to 5 or up to 598. Okay. Then we got ASTC point of control at 608 down to 573. 608 573. All right. So we'll see how it ends up trading through these levels. $6 is up there waiting on it. QCLS faded back to about 14%, and it has less volume than ASTC right now. ASTC just hit 20%, but it's got quite a bit of a pushback from this 791. So we're gonna have to see what that wants to do there. Yeah, I just really don't like this long top and tail wick. Let's look at the 5 and the 15. Here's the 5 minute. Oh, it popped as soon as I switched charts, huh? Popped up to the 6 there, but it's got this trading range, and we'll see how it holds this, if it wants to hold out of this above 6 or what. But still very low volume of 400. Oh, wow. 618. All right. So popped out of the box just a little bit to the top side of 620. And right back into the box there. Hit that point of control, tested it real nice, and just kind of sitting there. The fact that both of their prices is 580. QLS has 579, and this one actually kind of formed a little gap down there. And then this one, right around the same prices. But trading still within our box. Now the obvious levels up here for this one that we marked on the daily chart is at the 661 that I don't know if it can touch, and then the 814 was another kind of obvious level on the daily chart. Up 22% right now. Look at this one real quick. Nah, okay, so looks like ASTC is kind of bottling up, but I'm not sure about it. Came up, broke this high, and got back under it at the 627 back here from aftermarket pop. But still waiting for more volume to certify it. So we got a little bit of outlier here. Let's see what it wants to continue to do. That's very steep though. I don't like that. Too steep. Volume coming in there. High of this is 597. But it's still within the box here. Okay, $6 tap. I like that. Testing that level again, but I'm gonna give it a second because this is a whole dollar level and it's a test on a lower high. So I'm gonna give it a couple seconds here. Oh wow, it opened up high. Okay. All right, well the high there is 620. So it did the little break. It might push here. But I'm gonna wait still. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have waited. Okay. Threw out another outlier there. This is a gap here though. It's probably gonna feel that gap. Yeah. Yep. Got up there. That's why I wanted to wait, because the way that it's looking, if it was a full ooh, wow. Okay. That was a trap. So stay within the box that we had marked up of the points of control. Now let's see what it wants to do from here. Now it has tested both sides here. It's 563 and the top side of 629. Let's see if more volume begins to pour in here. It's tested both sides. Top side still at the 608. Testing the 6 again. Okay. So let's see if that becomes resistance. Okay. Once again, top of the box, showing a little bit of resistance back to 6. Got to close this candle. Will it close another candle inside the box? Yep. Top side of the box, but still within the box. Okay. Does it want to escape the box? I'm going to take a little bit at the top of the box, see if it can break. I got 10 shares. Bottom side, 10 shares. I'm just going to see if it can hold and see if it can hold out of this box. Let me make sure that there's no other catalyst that could okay, so yeah, that's a little bit higher open. Can we get some more green out of this $6? Can we get some more green? $6 hold. $601s, can we see it? $5.95s, all right. Okay, break of 6 would be something I'll add into. Tapping 6, added a little bit there. Looking for the break of the top of this box. 607 added there for the top. 16 shares in. Right at that point of control. All right, showing us, can we get cross 6 again? Can we cross 6 again? It's 593. Top side of this candle is 6 again. Let's see if we can start getting 595s. Get a close here, a pretty good close, and see if we can move out of here. Oh, okay. Can we get over 6? CM5 up. There's 6. Added a little bit more for the break of the top of this box. 605s. Can we see the bid hit 6? 96 bid. Let's see you hold over 95s. 87. All right. Top side of this is the 603s. Only got 19 shares. 93. Let's see you get some green, some unexpected green here. Okay, a little bit of green. Move the point of control down into the box. So 6. Looking for it to start trading over 6 if it can. 19 shares in. $584s. The bottom down here of what, $565. Testing the bottom of the box now. So the top side of this is 581. So looking for it to come back over that if it can. Coming right down there to that bottom. Give it a couple seconds to pop back in the box. Okay, 575. Can we get 580s back up there? No, we cannot. Testing the bottom side of that box. Okay, adding a little bit there. 20 shares in. Average price is 606. Looking for the break of that top of that box there. Can we see 90s back up? Okay, that looks okay. I'm gonna add a little bit. Bringing my average on down. 21 shares in. Looking for the break of the top of this box. Can we see 90s? Add there. Almost 90. Okay, giving it a second. Little slap down. So break over this high would be 5. Ooh, do me like that, my boy. All right. So back up to 6. I got 25 shares in. Looking for the break of the top of this box. We have previous levels up here at 630, and then a obvious level up here to 661. I want to see what it can do. See how it closes this candle. Tested the bottom side of the box. Gonna add on that little dip there. 26 shares in. The bottom down here is 565. Let me zoom back just a little bit. Let's see the bigger picture. Top is $6 though. Friday fun day, man. Friday fun day. Let's see what it can do here. So it filled the gap. Let's see if it can get back upward now. $26 shares in right now. Break over 6. Maybe it wants to test down again. I don't know. See if it forms a higher level. Top of this little candle here is the 583s. See if it gets any pop back up. Okay, small little wick there. Let's see how this candle closes. New candle opening over 583. I may add a little bit. See those 580s. All right, so yeah, 583 is where I'm looking right now. Okay, still holding in our box. Can I see some green? See the 80s on the bid now. '80s. Very tight range in here. I don't know if the volume is going to continue to do what it needs to do here. But we're at the bottom of the level, so I'm seeing 575 now. 577. Okay, add it there on the 81 bounce right there. Bottom of the box. 28 shares. 29 shares. There we go. Added one more at 30. Looking for it to test the top of this box again. So we'll see what happens here. 30 shares in. Average price is 602. Point of control right now on the 1 minute is 601. It needs to get past that and start testing the top side of this box if possible. Let's see what you got, big boy. Back to the 81. Are you giving me another opportunity to buy a little bit more down here? Is that what you're doing, or you about to dive? Let's see what happens here. Let this candle close. Oh, there's a little move. We got the obvious level up here at the 661. '94s. Okay, right at the point of control. I'm going to take a little bit in the middle of this box, looking for the break of the top. Right under the 6. Take a little bit on that little dip too. All right, so I got 32 shares. Looking for the test out of this box. Okay. Again, forming higher lows. Breakout of 599 is what we need. Okay, I'm gonna add one. This level, average price is $6.01 now, right at that point of control. I'm going to buy a little bit for the looking for the break of this, buy a little bit more. So 35 shares in now. So it is above the 15-minute point of control and above the 5-minute point of control, but it's still below the 1-minute point of control. It needs to get a little push here if possible. Okay, but still continue to open up higher lows in our box. So as long as it doesn't dive, I think I'm okay. Let me zoom back a little bit. It's right back in this level. Just needs a little spicy time here. Over 6. Little slammage there down to the bottom of the box. We'll see how it closes here. A quick little slam too. So we're back on the bottom. Can we reclaim the 575s? See that candle open up and go back into the box, really. Outside of the box is looking real bearish. So open up right on it. Can it go ahead and get back in there at the 76? If it can, I'll add just a little bit into the bottom of this box. Over the 75s, really. Okay, can we see 75s? Yep, there we go. Added a little bit on the bottom of this. And we got this bottom here, 568, looking for another test of the top if we can get it. Break of 578, I'll add a little bit too if it wants to continue a little bit green. All right, showing me a little bit of red off of the bottom of the box, so I don't like that action. Seeing 69 on the bid, 70s. Not liking it closing below this box though. Let's see this next candle. Next candle there at 571. All right. So let's go ahead and start leveling down if we need to. Over the 577 is where we want to see it. Okay, a little test there. So back over 571, I would look to add for the re-entry of the box. See a little volume coming in here, but that's not good because it's pushing downwards. Activate. All right, we got 574 at the bottom of this. So 574, let's go ahead and extend this. Let's see if you can show us any green back up to the upside, big boy. This is 1, 2, 3, kind of like 4 times being down here. Oh, opened up right on the box. All right, let me get ready to add into this one right at the box level. So now my average price is $5.99. And I'm adding at that 75 level. Almost 40 shares in. All right, I'm 40 shares in now. Looking for it to play around this box. Possible break. We also have QCLS. It had a box up here, but it's just not as much volume. Continues. Let's see if we can break back in over the 575s. Can we see that? There is that green, baby. 570s. All right, so I see the 570 coming back into play a little bit, but no movement. And we see, oh, there's 578 on the bid. I'm adding there. Looking for the movement though. 580s on the bid, adding. $581s. Still no movement though. Okay, there is a higher open into the box. So I'm gonna add into the box, looking for it to test the upside. $0.25 to the top. About to close back into the box though. See you close up a little bit higher than that box. Ah, boy. $73s on the bid. Can we see 75s again? Okay, opening back in the box now. Opening candles back in the box. Do like that. Come on, man. Look over here at QCLS. It's getting back into the box too, but this pattern is crazy. Opening up a little higher. I do like this on the bottom side of this box. Go ahead and add a little bit. Adding again, 45 shares. Seeing those 80s. I'm going to add. It's 46 shares in now. About to be top of the hour as well. Opening way higher. Okay. So average price right now is $5.95 with 49, almost 49 shares. Let's see those buyers hold up this little box here. Looking for 80s back on the bid. Close of this candle. Let's see where it goes. Will it open within the box? All we need is a break of 6 at this point. Closed under or opened under the box, filled all those gaps, but now it has this gap up here, back up here to 580. Let's see if it goes and fills that back in the box. $5.75 is what we need. $5.70 is where y'all at. Can we get the bid back up to 70? I'm seeing it, but I'm not seeing any motion. Okay, new candle should be open here soon. Okay. Well, maybe it doesn't have any saving grace. Oh, there it is. All right. We're back to the box, adding in here. It filled the gap. Let's see if it can actually get over this gap of 580, and I add one more for 50 shares. Can we see those 80s up there on the bid? New candle should be opening somewhere up in here. Okay. 69. Seeing 69 on the bid, which isn't great. We tested this multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So looking for a break back over the 80s. I see volume coming in. Let's see if it turns it green for this last little ad here. There it is. All right, 50 shares in. Looking for a test of the top of our box. Break of this level. Let's see, 585. Could be another little ad, but I'm adding small. I'm adding 1 share at a time. Nothing crazy. Ooh, okay. Added there, 51 shares. Looking for a test at the top of the box. We got an obvious level up there at 661 if it can get there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Added a little bit there. Looking for the break at the top of this box. We're at 6 right now. Added on the I added on the ask that time. I should add on the bid. With 590 up here, let's see a break of this box. I'm only 5 cents away from green. So we're up 22%. Let's see if we can get a break here. At this point, I really don't want to see it come back down to 565s. See if I can get a buy on the bid. Yep, I can. So the bid is still active. $83s. Bid is still real active. All right, so it is above all the other points and controls except this 1 minute. 1 minute is the only thing that needs a break here. See if I can get another. Oh, I'm filling on the bid. Okay. Well, that's good. Average price now is at the 594s. Did I sell the bid or did I buy the bid on that one? That looked like a sale. That definitely looked like a sale. Feel. Buy. Oh, maybe I did buy. Okay. All right. Well, again, we got a point that we really don't want to see break here at the 566. Okay, still showing us some buying down here. Needs to get back over and start holding the 589s. More volume coming in there. Not looking the greatest. Yeah, 590 or 566 definitely isn't gonna be looking good for it. It's been down there multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And a break of that could be very devastating. Okay, so the high of this candle is the 588. If it can break over that, I would definitely like that. Yeah. Show me what you got, big boy. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to add there. I like that bullishness, that bullishness up to that level. See if I can buy the bid. I can't buy the bid though. So the bid is getting inactive. Opening up high there. Got 53 shares. Looking for that pop through 6 up to the 660s pretty much is where I'll be looking. A lot of volume coming in there right there. Okay. Not seeing any green though. Almost to 1 million shares traded. There we go. Oh, I added there. Okay. 54 shares in. We got our first obvious level up here, 661. Let's see what it wants to do. At this point, I'm thinking, wait, what just happened? Oh, it just filled that bid. At this point, I'm thinking it's tested this 1, 2, 3 times on the 1 minute. I mean, I'm looking for it to either go or drop because I really don't want to see it cross back out of here. Let's see if it gets buyers in there. It's got almost 1 million shares traded. Almost. Let's see if we can hold over 595s. That was a pretty big blowout there. Little fear there. I like it. They're like, man, that thing can't make it up there to 661, can it? Can it, guys? Nah, nah, nah. Oh, man. Okay, still opening in the mid level of this box. Got a test up there, but we could not get a break yet. $55 shares in there. Let's see if we can start finding some type of uptrend here. See the 80s back on the bid. Back over this level of the 592 I may be adding there. Oh, or I may be getting out here. Okay, so another little quick test. Let's see how this candle closes. 7 seconds left. Bottom of this was 565. Okay, wow, opened all the way. All right, yeah, I gotta get ready to do something different if it's gonna be doing all that. Let's see if we can start trending upward, get over the body of this candle. There we go. There we go. All right, that's an engulfing candle. Go ahead and take a little bit on that. Looking for the break. Got 57 shares. Looking for how this candle closes. Adding to this, 60 shares in. Looking for this level to be tested up here, 661 if possible. There we go. So back up there. Let's see if we can see more buyers. That's a full engulfing candle. So definitely some spice coming in here right as it is about to hit 1 million shares traded. Come on, buyers. You know you want to do something unpredictable. It's Freaky Friday, bro. Freaky Friday. Need to see those 85s. So for me to make $100 on this, you can see my this little line I have up here. It'll have to make it all the way to 761. So I don't even know if it can do that. It's pretty much just a wait and see, but that would be $100 for me. For my targets, usually I'm targeting 30 cents, but I was targeting 40 cents today. 40 cents up would be 635. So, 40 cents, but I want to make sure I lock that in, and don't be too timid on taking profit if it comes. Almost to a million shares traded, man. And I'm not seeing anything else that I could get into right now. So if something new pops up, great. But just haven't seen it yet. Y'all let me know if y'all do see something. Average price 594s. Opening down low. And for the risk down here, for me to lose my targeted risk with $72, it will need to drop down here to 477 for me to lose that risk. I'm like, if it drops under 5, I'm gonna go ahead and get on down. That's too much. Come on, big boy. It'll pick me up there. All right, let's see if it starts closing up some. Oh, it got up. Didn't. Interesting. Will it exit? Can I add some more? As it plays around the top side of this box. Can we see any green? Oh, I did sell some. I knew I had accidentally sold some. I sold 2 shares. I should have 62. I'm tripping. Looking for the bid to come on up and meet us where we are. So we got our risk managed. We know we'll make $100. We know where we'll the risk down here. But I'm gonna stop before this risk because I really don't like trading things under 5. Anyway, so yeah. We are getting close to a million shares traded here. Start hitting some more scanners. Top side of this is the 96. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit there. I like that green. Add a little bit. So I got my 2 shares back that I accidentally sold. And we'll see what it wants to do out of here. Average is 594. Obvious level 661. That's going to be like the lock-in spot. But my goal on these trades is to make 30 cents. So once I get that 30 cents, I'm like, okay, if I see any candles that are giving me signals that it wants to come down, let me just chill. And I can take profit above this level because that's 30 cents right there, 6 to 61. That's 30 cents right there. And then the $100 level is up here at the 756. So now we're heading on our way up. Let's see if we can make it to the obvious level here out of the point of control level. There we go. So right there, that's 23 cents. But let's see if we can get any more action over this previous little indecisive body candle of the 630s. So there, it's about to hit 1,000,000 shares. Let's watch the buyers come in here. They can push us on up to 661. Where y'all at, buyers? There we go. 661 is the first obvious level. Give it a little second. Trading outside of the top of the box, so maybe there's a little bit of a push there. But definitely right now, 575. I don't want to see it back down here. Not with the way that it's building. Buyers starting to pick up on it. It's got 1,000,000 shares traded now. You know, a lot of buyers, when it hits 1,000,000, they just hit the buy button just to get in. So let's see if that action happens here. Just hit the buy button, take us on up to 650. Okay, testing the top of the box. Let's see how this closes. $620s, $625. Let's get back up there. Start holding that. Okay, so now we're completely above the box. So let's see if buyers want to trade above this. I know they see it. I'm not adding any more to this. Just looking to get at least that 30 cents. Another test down there. I like these tests that are holding. It is above that 1 minute point of control as well. So let's just see how the buyers react to this. 47. All right. We did not touch our obvious level either. So that's 661 we did not get. Okay, opening candle. Let's see if it can actually pop back over this level of the 624s. All right, see? Point of control level holding a little bit. Let's see if it can pop up. 620s. Where are those buyers? 615, 620 is what we need to see. We got about 10 seconds on this clock. Okay, open. Let's see if this one can go green. It's the fourth candle. High of this candle is the 619. Little test of the top side of the box at the 6. Little pinprick. I want to see it close above 610s if possible. Close or open above. Okay, there it is. A little. Let's see if it can continue a little bit. Have almost 2,000,000 shares, or not even, no, not almost 2,000,000 shares. Still low, pretty low volume. Getting a little punch in the mouth. Open higher than the box. I like these openings above the box. See if you can get that 610 back up there, big boy. Got a couple seconds. $15 seconds left. Let's see that 610. Got plenty of red. We want to see some green. Some of that green. All right, opening right at the tip of that box. It needs to exit this box. Top side of the previous candle was 617. Still has not reached that obvious level. Can we see some green, man? We've had, what, 5 candles of red? Where the buyers, bro? Buyers are like, just give me a second, bro. Give me a second. Let me cook. Let me cook. All right, nice full test of the 6. Let's see if it can hold that 6 up. Opening back into the box. Let's see if we can get a re-exit. Re-education program. Get back up there. Opening a new candle. High of this candle is 605. Let's see if I want to add here. Can we get back over 6s on the bid? There's 6. Hard test of 6. Brought the point of control back down. So now all 3 of these are under the point of control. We just need one pop, one massive pop to push everybody off this thing. Can we see 601s on the bid? $601. I see 603, 602. And the top side of this one is 604. Okay. Opening up a new candle. Still playing around. Can we see some green here? Adding on that 6 touch, 6 tap. Adding again for the break of the top of the box. Let's see 6. I see 6 on the bid. Can I get a bid fill? Yep, got the bid fill. All right, so add it there. Looking for the break of the top of this box if possible. We still did not touch the obvious level up here at 661. So added 5 or 3 more shares down here. Nothing crazy. Just looking for the break. Okay. So here we go again. So right up here, let's see if it can go ahead and brush through this 630 level. At this point, I'm looking to, so this was the first out down here is 565. That would have been a 30-cent loss. But at this point, it's come down here to the 593. I really want to see it work its way off of this and not drop. But we got a couple levels of support down here with the previous concentrated levels of trading. So we'll see if we can actually get a break. 27%. Continuing to hold out of this box. I like it. Over this level of 626 is going to look very good. I see some volume coming in here, but we need to see green on that volume, not red. There's a little bit of red. Let's see if we can flip back green. A little bit more volume. Let's see. To be honest, I mean, $72 losses all the way down here at 484. So it's got a lot of room before I actually, this is a line in the sand basically at 485. It's like, no, we can't go any lower than this. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to lose $100 on this. About to open up the new candle towards the top side. Lower level there. Needs to pop over what is it? 625s. I'm giving you plenty of time to get on out of here, man. You trading around this concentration level, man. You getting all these trades and you can't move. That's a shame. More volume coming in on that high open. Let's see if they can get the push through. So the value level, you could kind of see, I don't know if y'all can see this value level, but the top of it is 627 and the bottom of it is 572. And it's about to exit the top of this value level right here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but not the point of control, but it's like a little golden looking level here that comes with the volume profile. Continues to do these high opens, but no blowouts. Okay, there is a blowout. Let's see where we go. Let's see if buyers actually want to do something here. So right now, the point of this value level is what I'm gonna end up probably using as my out. This 573. I have to get on down. That'll be like 20 cents. 20-cent loss on 65 shares. Come on, Freaky Friday. Feed me over 625, bro. Stop playing. Volume coming in. Well, okay. Didn't want to act right. Need to see 620s up there. Opening a new candle. Make sure I'm still, so it is completely above the above this right here. Let me go ahead and move this over. So this was 575 on the bottom. 575. Let's just see it move away from this value level. Man, the thing's rolling down, man. Come on. The bid's on 613. Come on. Where those buyers at? Definitely gave it time to play. So that's one thing that y'all can see. You know, if it is moving the way that I like it, I will kind of give it some time to play. But I am very ready to get out. Very ready. Okay, so completely trading out of the level now. Break of this value high, man. Literally like 630-ish. That's all we need. Don't like this pause. The other one that's moving around right now is QCLS. Let me pop over there real quick. QCLS. Oops. Okay, QCLS. Yeah, it got through its level 2, but I don't know. Not as much volume, so I don't know. This thing's just having some issues, man. Both of them at 610. But QCLS has not even reached a million shares traded, but it's still looking more bullish, and I don't like the fact that it is looking more bullish. Never did get that touch on that obvious level. Hmm. Opening back in the box. All right. That's not what we wanted. And then this one's over here, only up 18%. Finding a little head, hitting this little head there. Okay. Not gonna give up on it yet. I mean, I really would like to see it get on up there to that 661. It may do it during the open. I'm not sure, but yeah, would love to see it go up there and put some limit orders up there and sell up there. But right now, it's a 20% struggler on Friday. And I thought it was gonna be a freaky Friday. QCLS big move back under $6. So let's see if ACTC gets some love over here. QCLS right under the 6. Very nasty. Let's see if we can get some love over here. Oh, looks like love is coming. Looks like love is on the air. Show us what you got above 6. I do quite hate this movement though. This is making my stomach turn a little bit. Got my stomach bubbling. See, that's what I don't want to see, man. You got to get on out of there, big boy. Little pump back up right at the top of this, man. And the point of control is right there. Now, one of the reasons I'm not so focused on Catalyst is one is because it's Friday. A lot of Catalyst doesn't drop on these types of days. So I'm like, okay, let me look at things that meet the criteria but keep a tight stop, right? So if it doesn't have the Catalyst, but it has that where I can kind of manage my risk, great. Because most Fridays, I'm like, man, let me just look for catalysts. And it's like, it's Friday though, bro. Look for the obvious levels that can get hit. Because the catalyst on Friday sometimes is very, very, unless it's something that's really, really big, which normally doesn't happen unless it's really bad news, then, it's like, nah, I need to just chill out. Anyway, we'll see if we can get a little pump up here. This thing keeps playing with people's souls. I'm looking for it to just rip 661. Hasn't moved the value level much either, though. 630s is really where we need to see it over. And at this point, it's giving me multiple levels where I could mark as my stop out. 565s down here. We got the 595. We got a little bit higher at $6. So there's a couple of levels that I can actually stop out if I want to of support. Oh boy. So completely above the box now. We need to see a break of that value level. People overvaluing it above 630s is where we're looking. $6.25 is first though. All right. So $6. If I stop out at 6, that'll give me like almost a break even trade. So I think $6 is a good call here. If it can't just explode back under 6, it's gonna be kind of like okay, all right. 625s. 627. So it's at the top of the value level right now. So yeah, 6 is looking like a spot. And it's gonna have me a little small green, but like, risk to reward. We'll see. Man, 630 is holding, bro. Just explode. Just do it for me. Give me that nice intense hug, but now it's doing that. All right. Let this candle close. So we're above point of control on everything. So we are I don't like this. This should not be happening. Let's see if it gets any buying up here above this level. 622s. Okay. Well, there's a snap. $6.25s if possible. So 615. That's a 15-cent winner. But is that all you can give me? Closing that candle. Let's see where it ends up opening up. Okay, so the top side of this candle is 624. Literally 6 cents, bro. 6 cents. This thing don't want to move 6 cents. That's not good. I don't like that. I might end up taking some off at 610 if it keeps playing like this. It needs to go ahead and hit something. Super obvious level. 40 cents away. Complete insanity that it's not going. I'm not trying to be red on this trade for sure. Okay. Don't want to see it getting too far. Okay. Well, it stopped there. Boy, I had already put out the order to sell 20. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start slipping out of here. Top side is 624. Yo, you show all right. I'm gonna go ahead and lock something in. I'm not playing with this. It doesn't want to be strong. Yep. I got 5 shares left. I'm not. Don't do me like that. I gave this thing plenty of time, way longer than I usually give a trade. I had smaller share size, but yeah, I'm not gonna play that game. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it'll do it during intraday or something open, but yeah, I'm not into that. Show me red, and I'll kill a little bit more. Well, I really don't have that much to kill. Yeah. Just in case it slams down, because I got a feeling no catalyst, you know, had everything else that I pretty much like to see, but yeah, too sweaty. It's multiple times it could have broke towards this level. Like I said, I did not want the trade to go red on me. I'm already green on the week, so it doesn't really matter. The risk isn't worth holding. You know what I mean? 609 re-entering. All right. Cool. All right. It is what it is. I gave it plenty of time. That was, when did I enter that trade? I would have to pull in my trade metrics. But anyway, that was a long time for it to try to break. Sat through 1, 2, 3 times, and then it comes back into this point of control. So, nah, I'm not going to let you take my soul on Friday. There'll probably be something better to trade at some point later on in the day. And I still got capital to do it. So, it is what it is. I guess I could risk $9 on the day. But yeah, if it's strong and it's pushing out of a point of control that was previously heavily traded, it should not be visiting it back this much. And then looking like it's gonna break down previous levels. So it see, and this is why I was thinking, with my risk down, it was down here before I got out, right? $72. But I'm like, why would I sit through something moving back? Because the more it traded, why would I sit through something moving back this far? I could see a spike down here and then coming back up, but this thing is grinding now. So, had one level that I could have chosen here at 566, had another level here at 595, another level here, but now it made the lower level. So I'm like, okay, all right, did not like that. 25% mover, it is what it is. We'll see how this candle closes. 609s still had that obvious level up there. 611s. Let's see how you close, big boy. That's a small and engulfing candle there. Well, the bid just didn't look good. The bid just dropped. Opening up on the top side of that. Can you get back across the 611s? For us, I'll take small share size and definitely be risking this $6 here. It's a 10-cent risk. Okay. And opening below. Okay, back up. Okay, I'm gonna enter a little bit there. 613, very small. 610, I'll be out. It's a 3-cent risk. I'll add if it can continue to show me 313 or 613s. Six tens, please. Show me red. I'll go ahead and make the move that's necessary. All right. Add a little bit more. Really? That's how you're gonna do it? Top of this is 615. Bottom of this level is 606, which I'll probably be looking to sell at. 605s. Come on, man. I just wanted a tap up there, man. I want you to get unpredictable. But you don't want to be dangerous. You want to be dangerous towards me, not towards the shorts. Hey, let's see some green, man. $6.15 continue to pop on the ask. Okay, opening outside of, yeah, okay. Can we see some green here? It's super tight. Oh my goodness, man. Just please give me the move, bro. I really thought you could touch 661. $607s, okay, I don't like that. I'm looking up here at the bid and the ask right here. It's showing me red. And stop out around these 606s right now. Man, Friday, man. I thought you were gonna do me better than this. $603s on the bid. See how this closes. 15 seconds. Okay, can we get some green back over 610? Super tight. Need to see the bid go to 611. $604s. Well, if it falls back into the box, it's over. It's over with anyway. Can we see some green? Add there on that little movement up. 11 shares in. See if it'll do it again. Start moving shorts out the way. Okay, don't like that. Taking quite a bit of time. All right, so crack through 607s. I'm gonna have to get on down. That is 607. Where I said I was getting on down there, so I might as well keep my word to myself, right? Yep, I am. All right, 607s did not work. It is what it is. It got super tight. I thought it was gonna blast up, but it did not. So Let's go ahead and go over here and see this other one, QCLS. Just not as much structure, man. I don't like that. So it did open up a little bit lower there. So I just sold at the top of the box and then it opened up all the way down there. So yeah, I'll wait. I got to get ready. Oh my goodness, it's almost time. It's almost time to get on down. It is what it is. Like I was telling y'all earlier, I did take a trade yesterday on BQ. BQ right here for 72 shares. It went, I got in at 12.12 on this one. So right here is where I got in at 12.12 and I sold up here around 20. So it was a $6.66 move. So it's pretty nice from 12 to there on 72 shares. And that was a trade from yesterday. And that's why I'm not trying to do anything risky. I'm cool. I'm cool. We start the month, we're green. We got a nice cushion on the first week. And so I'm cool. Caught a nice rip. And this was a Chinese stock. It didn't even, we saw it earlier, I think like last week or something, where I saw it moving. I was like, oh, what's that? And then I saw it yesterday and I was like, ooh, what's this? It came in here and it started really getting up off these levels of the 1228 and getting up there. So definitely blessed on the week. And recovered the loss from Wednesday on Acon. Acon really did me dirty. So Acon here on Wednesday, it went all the way. It did one of these moves too, but I was looking for it to curl off the gap fill. So right here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Where am I at? Okay. Let's get the hand, no pointer, right here. So this gap fill was what I was looking for it to come back to and curl off of. And so I actually ended up entering, oh my gosh. I actually ended up entering for this curl up in this 617 and it just didn't curl. It just faded, no curling. So, you know, took quite a bit of a loss there, but made all of that loss back on BQ. Anyway, I'm gonna keep my eyes and ears open. I'll update the Discord with anything else that I see, and yeah, I will. For right now, what I was doing on ASTC and looking at both of those during pre-market, that's cool and all, but I was expecting them to do something unpredictable, and it just didn't happen. They were 20% strugglers, and they stayed 20% strugglers. Anyway, I'm about to dive off of here for the morning meeting. If you're going to continue trading, definitely keep your head on the swivel. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't, but I'm going to try to manage risk anyway. But yeah, that's it for me today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.